I'm Nate of the Florida Glazeman, dedicated to bringing you the most current, up-to-date information on hunting and fishing. Today we're out here in STA 3 and 4, and we're trying to do a little duck hunting, waiting to get drawn to go back out because we didn't get drawn this morning. We didn't have permits. So we're pretty much out here waiting to see what happens, and we're going to try to get a little bit of report for you when the guys are coming back in and get some pictures and whatnot, get a story and let you guys know how the duck hunting is out here today.
We're out here to do some duck hunting this morning. We did not have a permit to get in, so we stood in line at the lottery. Didn't get in on standby, but we did get picked for replacements, so we're waiting on people to come out, and as they come out, we're allowed to go in. They give out 40 permits for this area, and what permits holders do not show up, they do a lottery for those tickets at the end of after 5 a.m. But as you can see, we're out here, and there's a bunch of ducks out here right now. There's been some pretty good shooting going on. It's a cloudy morning, it's fair temperatures. We should hopefully get in this morning ourselves to get in and do some hunting for ourselves. But other than that, we got some buddies that are out there right now, and they should be doing pretty good right now. So we'll check back in with the Florida Glazeman. We're out here and hunting today, and our target species is duck. We're out here at STA 3 and 4. And what I'm going to do for you right now is I'm going to show you the gear that I take along on my hunt and give you an idea what you should if you're a beginner and a newcomer to the hunting. Now, first off, you're going to need a canoe. There's no trailers or boats with motors that you can take into this STA. So you have to do canoes, john boats, kayaks, a homemade boat. And with that, you're going to need your own. You're going to need a paddle, and you want everything camouflage. Ducks have very good eyesight, so everything that I have is camouflage, and it should be the same for you. We got the canoe, we got the paddle. Also, we have this thing. It's called a beaver tail, and that'll carry your decoys. It gives you extra room in your canoe if you're toting 3 people or 2 people. It just gives you extra room because you put your decoys and your gear bags into the beaver tail and tow it behind your canoe without a problem. Now, one thing, you want to invest in some waders. Neoprene waders are by far the best choice. They're very versatile. They keep you warm. They stretch real well, so your mobility is very, very well with that. Underneath your waders, you can wear pants, shorts, whatever you want to wear. But always wear camo, hat, camo shirt, jacket. Now, aside from that, you're going to have a shotgun to use. It's got to be, 12, 20 gauge. I use a 12 gauge Winchester Super X2. I have a Kicks High Flyer full choke. Actually, I have a Kicks High Flyer full choke in, and that's designed specifically for steel shot. This is a semi-automatic shotgun. You must have your gun plugged so it can only hold 2 shells in the tube, which will give you a total of 3 shells that you can keep in the gun at all times. You also want to invest in a nice floating gun case, soft case because it's bulky to put hard cases in, but a nice floating gun case will help you out a lot. Now your shells, this is a cheap shell, but it works well. Winchester Expert 1550. It's steel shot. You can only use steel shot for duck hunting. That's the box shells that I use. They're like $13.99 for a box. Now, on that, you have shell belts that you can buy. This one goes around your waist. There's other ones that you can clip onto your waders. I particularly like this one here. Holds 25 shells. You can store some stuff in it, but generally, this is going to be kind of in the water when you're out here. Good thing to have because then it's easy. It's camouflage. You're not holding a box of shells in your waders. Now, another thing, like I said, camouflage, big thing. I use face paint. You can wear a face mask or you can wear face paint. But blend yourself into everything. You want to blot out all of your skin. You could also wear gloves, or you can put the face paint on your hands. Now, it's very important, very key. Another thing, out here in these STAs, stand up all morning or you can sit down. You can make yourself a seat like this one here. You can make a seat, or you can buy some. They have several, but generally, it's good enough you can sit right there in the water, and it works. Now, another thing, my gear bag all my other stuff goes in my gear bag. You know, nice waterproof bag. For some people that might be forgetful, a checklist helps out a lot. You know, if you can forget things, write it all down on paper. That way, before you leave the house, you check everything off, and that way you have it. One thing you don't want to forget, your duck calls. If you particularly like the duck call, I have a few cheap duck calls. They all work. They serve the purpose for me. Now, I even have a camo cooler in the boat that I keep my drinks in. You know, waters, whatever. Got a little grill that we barbecue up with afterwards. There's burlap, but that is about everything that you will need out when you come out here. And also when you get your birds, this is a bird stringer that you put your birds on. That's one thing you got to be very careful with when you check out at these STAs. The game wardens want to make sure everybody has their birds claimed. So if me and my father were to be hunting, my father's birds have to be on this side, mine got to be on this side, and it's just the way you got to do it here at these STAs. They want to make sure that they know whose birds is what. Yeah, so far that's the gear, and I don't think I've missed anything on the gear which you want to bring and have out here when you come on these duck hunts, other than luck to get in and go hunting. So other than that, we'll check back in with you later and give you a duck.
Again, this is Zack from Gladesman. We have Brad and Leslie here today, and they had a hunt. They had a permit for a STA 3-4 morning hunt on December 29th. They shot a few birds, and they actually got a nice gadwall and a shoveler and some ringers. So they had a good hunt, and I'm going to ask them a couple questions here. Brad, the birds this morning, were they flying as good as you hoped? Or?
They were. In the morning, right out of the blocks, it was a little slow. I was a little concerned. There wasn't hardly any shooting generally. They're flying over you pretty good, but at about 6:50, 6:55, they started moving quite a bit, flying real well.
Now, were the birds passing, or were they decoying up on your decoys?
A lot of both, probably half and half.
I shot two.
That's all right. Hey, well, they had a pretty good hunt. They're the first ones out, which actually got our buddies in on replacements, and hopefully everybody else is having some good luck like these two here have. And also, the gadwall, for some of you that may be beginners, there's these waterfowl identification books that you can purchase, and it'll help you tell the difference between, you know, this gadwall, this shoveler, and these ringers. It's something that's very useful, and you don't want to come out here and shoot ducks that you do not know what you're shooting, because the game wardens won't like it. But other than that, again, Zack And Nate with Brad and Leslie on their good morning hunt. And this is Zack with Gladesman, and we're here with Matt. And Matt was out on his hunt this morning, STA 3 and 4, and he had quite the morning actually. He got himself a couple pintails, nice redhead, and a couple widgeon. Matt had probably the best hunt out of everybody so far this morning. Matt, can you tell me, how were the birds flying this morning for you?
Birds were flying real good, man.
Real
Lots
good?
of pintails out there, a few widgeon, only the one redhead we saw. Lots of teal, lots of ringers, but
Good. Yeah, so far you seem to be doing the best out of everybody. I mean, that's good. You guys had a good decoy spread, I take it, huh?
it was good, man. The birds worked, the decoys real nice. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Were you doing a lot of calling?
Had quite a few calling. Yep,
Yeah?
had the whistles going.
That's
for
awesome,
sure.
man. And
Yep.
most of these shots were pretty close?
Yeah,
or?
real close.
Good,
In the
good.
decoys for
The
sure.
decoys, definitely.
Yep, they worked real good for us today.
That's exactly what you want. Matt had a picture perfect hunt this morning, everybody. But yeah, he's one of the good ones here. He knows what he's doing. That's what we're trying to get you guys to get to be, just like Matt, shooting the birds like that.
Well, that's hunting, guys. You know, sometimes you get in, sometimes you don't. And today we didn't. But today we got a little bit of a report for you guys, more than we usually would, because we'd be out there hunting too. So, you know, that's all for now. You know, you got any other words, Zach?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, seemed like a pretty nice day out here, STA 3 and 4. And, well, like I said, we didn't get in on the morning hunt, and we don't have the time to stick around today for the afternoon hunt, but you can still get in the afternoon. You come out, you put your name on a list if you don't have a permit, and when they do the lottery, if they pick your name, you get to go hunting, and they give out 40 permits for the afternoon as well. So you got, 40 people can get in, and 3 people on a permit, so that's up to 120 people to go hunting in the afternoon. Like I said, we just don't have the time to get in this afternoon, so other than that, we got to go home.
What would we have out here this morning? We had about 80?
Yeah, there was 80 people trying to get in on 16 permits, so the odds of getting in was kind of against us, so we didn't get in. But yeah, there was quite a few people this morning, and this afternoon, in the afternoons, there's a little less people, so you got a better odds of getting in the afternoon. But other than that, I think that's it for today.
That's hunting.
Stash it in your purse. No matter what you need it for, that snake girl always whirl. A little down to ya, and
Hey Nate, what happened? Nate, what happened? Where'd they go?
I don't know what. And then they fell in the water. And I don't know what happened. It just happened. To me. And then they were gone. It was all gone and that was it. That was what happened.